Hey guys.
Okay, guys.
So, we have our first video up. Okay, well, we're gonna be putting our first video up. It's mainly about busting myths about age
Gap
gap
love.
relationships that society has towards them. It's going to be in a part 2 series, so enjoy. Hey guys.
Hi.
Okay, so in today's video what we're going to be doing is basically busting a couple of myths about age gap relationships.
I'm not good at English.
Yeah, so like basically dissecting, saying whether it's true or not true, the conceptions that society has about people in age gap relationships. So there's a couple that I think there's like 14 that I've noted down. That we're gonna basically
14 what?
myths
Okay.
that I've written down. Written down or wrote down?
It's written.
Written, wrote. Anyway.
I'm not a master of English, guys.
Yes,
so
this is not an English
this is not an
channel.
English test or channel, yes.
Yeah, so there's 14 that I wrote down. And you're basically going to be reading each one and then basically like saying if it's true or not true based on our context and our relationship. Yeah, just so you can get like a feel of what society basically labels age gap relationships as and what it is or what it isn't. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically after reading it out, you're just going to have your 2 cents about how you feel about that specific point. I'm going to have my 2 cents, and then we go to the next one. That's short.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so myth 1,
Yeah.
it says that it's creepy for an older guy to pursue, date, or hook up with women younger than him.
That's creepy for me. That's it.
Yeah, no, I also didn't think it was creepy. For us, it kind of happened naturally, so you wouldn't really say that you were pursuing me from like the get-go.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
so yeah, it wasn't really like
It's-
I'm pursuing. No, it wasn't that, you know. But also, in my opinion, the word creepy has been very overrated and used very biasedly, if that's even a word.
Is that a term?
I don't know, but
Okay.
this is just my train of thought. It's been used very biasly, because just because a man is older does not mean that he's creepy. Because literally, a person your age can also be creepy towards you. Creepy is basically related to their demeanor, to their character, to their personality. It does not have to do with their age. A guy is taking advantage of a girl or using her for his own selfish pleasure if she's a lot younger than him.
Oh, on my side, no, that's not how it is. Because I feel like if that's how it is, it would have ended the first year. Not the first year actually, the first day after whatever I was pursuing, I got it. Of which in many cases it would be sex. So I think it would have ended there. So for me, no. For society, with what it has taught us, then I believe girls can look at then they have to scale it if that makes sense. They have to scale it. They need to know the person before they can say, hey, this person unshapadingo. So like weigh the person, understand who the person is, understand what their intentions are. That's how I feel about it.
Okay, so in my mind, like I feel like you can only let someone take advantage of you if you allow them to. So if whether you know who you are, what you want, what you're looking for, then obviously someone can't take advantage of you unless you allow them to, right? It's that notion of you must stand for something so you don't fall for everything.
Okay.
It's actually the same thing. So even in this type of situation, if you stand for a certain type of attribute or certain type of personality or demeanor in a guy, then just because they're older than you and you know what you want in that person, does not mean that they're taking advantage of you.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't agree with that one. Okay, so myth number 3, it says that two people are more likely to be compatible if they're around the same age as each other.
Depends with love, for me. If love is what is driving you guys, and also what your foundation is based on love. Let me just put it. When there's love, not if. When there's love, the same age is not a problem. The gap as well is not a problem for me.
Okay, in my perspective, age doesn't have to do with anything about being compatible. It's more about the personalities that must be compatible with each other.
Birds.
Okay,
Yep.
and then number 4, even if it's legal, it's morally questionable or not socially acceptable for an older guy to pursue much younger women.
What's the
Mm.
question?
Okay, so what they mean is like I need to, let's say if you were 40 and
Yes.
I was 10, then if you were 40 and I was 10, then it would be a problem. No, then it would be illegal for you to pursue me because I mean I'm 10 years old and you're 40.
Okay.
So obviously, but okay, now my math needs to come into play. If I'm 20
Yes.
and you 50,
Yes.
is that the same age difference? Oh my
20,
goodness.
50 minus 20, that means it's 30. Yes, that's right.
30, so 10, 49.
40
then-
minus 10.
Oh my goodness, no, but then that means you only. Oh yes, it makes sense, yeah. So, if I'm 10 and you're 40, you pursuing me is obviously illegal at the time, right?
Yes.
But if I'm 20 and you're 50, it's legal, but it may not be morally acceptable. But
Okay.
there's still that 30-year age gap, regardless
Yes.
of whether I'm legal or not at that specific point in time.
Yes.
So yeah, that's the myth, Fuguti. Even if it's legal,
Yeah.
at a certain point, it's still morally unacceptable because there's still that age gap. What do you
That's a myth.
think? Duh!
It's a myth. It's a myth, because, come on, man. Yeah, it's a myth. That's what I'm going to say.
That's what you're going to say.
It's a myth.
Wow.
Yeah, society, man, can wait. Come on, man. We can't be driven to be happy because of what the society is saying. If I do something and the society say yeah, then I have to be happy. Or if I do something and the society said nah, then I have now to question myself. Hey, am I doing it right? Am I doing whatever I'm doing in life? I'm not doing it for the society. I'm doing it for my happiness and the happiness of that person that I'm with, and at a later stage for the happiness of our families. Oh,
In my perspective,
Rasprato.
I also believe that it's a myth. I don't even know how to go about tackling
Yeah.
it. Like,
It's a myth. That's
who
just where it
cares what
is.
society sells?
Exactly.
Your morals aren't the same as my morals. Firstly, your values aren't the same as my values. Secondly, so what you deem as morally acceptable is not the same as
can
what I
find
deem
it opposite.
morally acceptable. Yeah. So that's it.
So it's a myth.
I don't know how else to tackle that one.
Another.
Okay, so it says that a guy is only pursuing younger women because he can't get women his own age.
But his own age would be what age specifically?
Like your exact age, we're gonna need 2 years younger or 2 years older.
Older than me. Depends with those people. With me, no. With me, it's a myth.
I also think it's a myth.
With me, it's a myth because, man, this age thing, man. This age thing, I do not understand. Why into I do not understand the Kamgabu. Into So it's a myth to me.
Okay.
Because
Wouldn't.
like Abazalon, they say it's best to have a younger woman because they get older.
Yes, later than you and all of that stuff. You know.
Yeah.
Nagimi, I believe the same thing. To me, it's not good to older men pursue younger women just because they can't get women their own age. It's actually just a thing
Oh,
of
you're saying
preference.
me? I did not pursue you because of your age.
No, no,
Remember,
I'm not saying.
remember, we're not speaking of
Yeah, yeah,
people
yeah, yeah,
generally.
yeah, yeah. You could get people your own age. You have exes that were your age. As him pursuing me now didn't mean good. It was because he was not able to pursue people his own age. Makes sense.
Next
Makes
myth.
sense.
Hey guys.
Okay, so we hope that you enjoyed part 1.
Here comes part 2. Let's hope you enjoy it more.
We hope that you enjoy it and just stay tuned. Bye.
Cheers.